Welcome back, YouTube and Twitch. Continuing from where we left off last time. In this case, we've gotten up to round 25. On the last round, during the turn cycle, we lost 400 infantry or we lost 100 infantry and killed 400 infantry in exchange. We have 3 decisions awaiting us. Ancient storage with 9 machinery secured. What I'm going to try to do is prevent the troops in the west here from getting back to the enemy's capital. So with that, these guys should be encircled and shouldn't be able to escape back to the capital. I'm also going to go ahead and raise another formation. You want to execute a relative? No, that's up to the tribunal, my friend. Convene command council. We'll keep that balanced. I am on board with developing some mechanized artillery. As weird as it may seem to build quite so early, because we don't have a good source of petrol at the moment. I think that may be the turn. It was a nice quick turn 25. We have a zoo project that we can deploy. Go ahead and deploy the investor backing as well. Have we acquired more ruins? What does the tile look like here? It is a ruin tile, yes, okay. That's ruins, that's ruins. We have acquired 2 more things of ruins. So I could do the archaeology roll. See if either of those tiles have...
Order received.
One of them does. You have an uncommon scavenging materials. Good to know. Uncommon, the ratio of 1.6 to... or 1,600 to out of your thing, so... What is that? 10 to 14, 15 artifacts would be found there. Okay, the encircled forces are attempting to break out through what looks like the weakest portion of the encirclement, but that was running face first into GDR tanks, which was probably not the smartest place to try breaking out.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Order received.
Copy that.
Don't think we have any cards we want to use. No, I think we're going to be fine with not. Well, actually, we'll play private investment.
Order received.
Get that economy rip-roaring. and play the investment backing.
Roger that.
At some point, I'll probably want to move on to the next one, next city, instead of overly building up the primary one. In fact, I probably have already overly built up the primary one, to be fair. This is the tile one. Okay, so we've got 100 education points, 75 entertainment. Oh, I'm actually surprised they haven't developed any lawful security assets yet. Should hopefully start contemplating doing that, because I've given them a bunch of money. Right, they've got 7,000 funds sitting around. Apparently the next thing they're doing is they're expanding the mine. I'm going to make the mine bigger. Okay. They're investing in their future, in me investing in their future. Let's crush that pocket.
Move it now. All clear, sir.
With that, we should have a good turn. So we successfully cleared the pocket. And I think on the next turn we'll actually have encircled the city, so I might not try to destroy any more enemy troops outside the city. Instead, the goal will probably be to go into the city. Though we might not go into the city on the next turn. We might have to take another turn before we go into the city proper.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Okay, so the faction that was here, I think, has... Grundestat, I think, may have gone. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should send some spies in. There's a reason it's impossible, but we cannot tell you. Okay, I suspect that if there's a reason that is impossible, it's because they no longer exist. Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore. Okay. So we're going to cycle the turn. Well, actually, before I cycle the turn, let's... Governor.
Standing by for orders.
Want to modify your zone orders. So I'm going to allow emergency food. I'm going to permanently give you a budget for investing in the city. It's not a big budget, but it will add up over time. Yeah, the private economy here is positive, so we'll see. Presumably, I've given them enough now that they'll build that metal mine community. We'll see if they invent any new interests after the metal mine community is done. Wait, so if I didn't get... I didn't get... the call up from the military research guy, I'm going to call him up myself. We're going to adjust
Roger that.
your priorities. in favor of actually researching the technology you've got.
Roger that.
Now, I guess the metal mine community is still showing up, unless I can take the metal mine higher than 3, because it's being built. Okay, so next turn I think I'll bump this guy off from his square, and that'll leave us with the city encircled, so then we'll storm the city on the turn after that, once we have it fully encircled. At which point I might leave 2nd Infantry in the city to do unrest suppression, while 3rd Infantry moves to whatever my next objective is, which I'll probably decide after I take the city. I'll either move against the Mercanteers down here, or I'll move up against the Nomads. The Nomads are happy, but they're happy making my citizens paranoid. And I'd prefer them to not be happy making my citizens paranoid. But that might not be something I can actually solve while at the state of peace. And I'll take another roll with the archaeology.
Order received.
Okay, so there's no more. The other ruin doesn't have anything, so we know one ruin has stuff, but the other one doesn't. Doesn't look like the city doesn't have any ruins, so I've basically did archaeology on all the ruins that we currently have. So I think that's the turn. I'm gonna roll the turn over. No losses, nor made any kills. Oh, I apparently promised them that we'd get up to 190 VP. I only got up to 172. Guess my slow and methodical approach was not fast enough for them. Oh, and they're just going to get off the tile for me. With that, it is time to crush the pocket.
Move it now. Negative to breach.
Yes, a negative to breach. We took a pound going in, but we almost overrun the pocket, and we probably will overrun the pocket the next time. Hey, finish the research. What are we missing in the capital currently as far as culture? Health, security. So let's research our hospital. We finished our assault rifle. Let's go to padded virus suits.
Roger that.
We're gonna turn you down for a moment. Actually, no. If you've done motorbike, I'll do motorbike. So we can equip our motorbikes with the automatic rifles. Previously, they would have been equipped with the slug thrower, so it's almost tripling their ammo consumption, but it's doubling their firepower. They're gonna still be stuck with the old armor, but that'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
Our capital wants to upgrade to a minor city. We will accept that. As a general rule, your cities do not like being having a culture level lower than the average of your nation, and the farther off average, the more they will be pissed. So that's one reason not to immediately upgrade every city when you get an event like that. As the culture level of your city is based off of the quality of life points divided by the level of the city. So from jumping from 3 to 4, you need something like 33% more culture points to maintain the same civilization score. But because our civilization is so bad everywhere at the moment, there isn't really a penalty with raising the city level. Later game, once you've got your places quite civilized, raising the city level and not thinking too hard about it might result in a scenario where you've made it harder to keep your city near average. Though usually that was the other reason I didn't necessarily think too much about it, was the capital. The capital is usually the place that's above average, right? So dragging the average down by dragging the capital down isn't always a bad idea either. So lots of thought can go into that, but often it's a very simple decision of yes, no.
Move it now!
In we go again. Question is, did our troops recover more from the intervening turn or theirs?
Negative to breach.
And it looks like ours did not recover enough, though theirs definitely didn't recover enough either. So we will probably take it on the next. I know I probably said that in the last turn, but it's even more likely this time. I do want their meritocracy to be down a bit lower, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, no, it is our education board that makes these decisions.
Copy that.
Militia wants extra funds. Apparently I have the money, so yes, you can have extra funds. Yes, the compromise that no one likes. We'll give you the best table in the current mess hall.
Roger that.
We'll pass on this to let those come get a little bit cheaper. We'll go gas powered small arms. I think I'm gonna play one more cycle. Then I'll do a new model infantry with the new equipment. Our model is starting to get to the level of field testing I want to do a field upgrade on, even if we didn't have a improvement in equipment quality that would be being applied. One thing I should do is logistics. I think it is time to upgrade the truck depot. Because I'm seeing that we've got a bunch of men and personnel at the base, at the HQ, that aren't being deployed to the troops, which means we're having logistics issues.
Roger that.
Not severe logistics issues, but it's best to fix the minor ones before they become severe. The other thing we can do is, I researched it a while ago, let's build ourselves an ammunition factory.
Roger that.
One level of that should provide us all the ammunition we could even dream of using for quite a while. And how was the solar panel when we set it up? 38, so that's showing you how good the planet is. It's for solar energy, right? So we're around a tiny star. We're decently close to that tiny star, but it's a tiny star. That's why this planet's an ice ball. And as a side effect, a asset that would normally produce 100 power is only producing 38. The sun is not very bright here, which does make that a reasonably expensive source of power. But it's all upfront cost. No losses. The enemy was not brazen enough to attack us. You know that? I think they probably sealed the doom as far as their capital is concerned.
Engaging enemy.
Or not. Apparently my logistics... Oh, the fresh unit we brought in...
Successful.
Was it the fresh unit? Oh no, apparently the robots and the tanks went in after the infantry gave up and finished the job. Sentinels here scored 24 hits, of which one was a kill. And the GDR cataphracts here scored 29 hits, of which 4 were kills. That was apparently all it took to spook the remaining troops. So the city has fallen.
Order received.
Roger that.
Minor worker strike. Yeah, we'll give in to your demands. We'll gain some democracy. I keep wanting to say diplomacy in response to democracy, but no, it's democracy, not diplomacy. With that, at the cycle of the turn, if they aren't able to take the city back, and they likely won't be able to take the city back, so they have to fight through 2 hexes worth of guys, we will have destroyed that faction.
Roger that.
How do we need replacements? Yeah, well, we need lots of replacements. 1,000 more troops died that turn, apparently. That can be heavy city fighting sometimes. Getting your way to the city can be very low in casualties, and then trying to take the city with what's left in it can sometimes spike the casualty counts. Especially if you don't have sufficient artillery or whatever to pound them into dust. We have conquered Bastia. With that, we border a new major. And the very first thing we'll do, we'll send envoys to say hello. Hello, we'd like to be friends. I'm a little worried about the guys who want to blackmail us that are up north, but you're looking friendly at the moment. Alright, Sebastia, give some credits to appease them. We're going democracy. Let's see, nation. Do we have any good leaders to recruit? Well, we'll recruit another junior and see if we rolled a better one. We did not.
Roger that.
Bastia wants to go to level 3. Ask me later, Bastia. Nomad traders are offering munitions. Thank you. Partner commerce. I like commerce. Make an elite sniper. The question here is, do I want to get rid of the Alfaris territory and our south Or do I want to turn around and go back up and deal with the nomads that are making our local citizenry a little bit terrified of existence? I might end up doing some sort of split the difference. We're in a couple turns going to get enough manpower in that we can do both. Possibly. Assets. How are assets coming online? Okay, the truck station is complete. The armor factory is complete. Those will start producing next turn. One producing logistics and one producing bullets. How is our research going? Probably the point where I need to tell them to go focus back on discovery. Yeah, probably need to tell them to focus back on discovery. Chemistry is at 4-3. 4. Okay, so 4 of 7 is going to be a little bit annoying to do. Oh, especially when one of the 7 is not an eligible tech because there's not enough water in the atmosphere. Or not enough stuff that can get turned into water in the atmosphere. So it's actually 6. But hydroponics, water soil recomp. Which, to be fair, well, actually no, we don't need more water. We definitely don't need that tech. But I might have to research that tech just to get over to advanced chemistry, which I do want. Hydroponics wouldn't be bad. Rocketry, RPGs. Guided RPGs are not bad. Heavy industry would be nice. Most of this is military techs in here. Though we do want to get through those to not do mines. We need to get through here. Well, there's high tech, so we at some point want to push down here and get a high tech industry as well. Oh, I have to remember power. My tank here uses a laser gun, so it uses power as its weapon ammunition. So that's why the power is going down. Ah, yes. Civilian sector building brothels. Because it's a civilian sector, it does that sometimes. Improving the ice mine. Okay, well, I think that's what we're going to do for the turn. There isn't much more to go poking about on. Do we get any more ruins? No, that's a mountain. Oh, we got one more ruin. We can roll. We can do a ruin roll. The archaeology.
Order received.
And we now know there's nothing in that ruin.
Order received.
No more in the capital zone. We will go ahead and recruit that docile AI.
Roger that.
You know, I'll go ahead and get those GR
Roger
Phantasmas
that.
as well. And then I think that'll be the turn. We'll get the event next turn that gives us... Or did we get that this turn? It might have been this turn. Was this turn. What strategies do I want to play on the city? quickly calm them down to rapidly decrease unrest, which I will
Roger
do.
that.
I think that's what we're going to do for the turn. Just those. We'll see how the diplomacy comes back from the major. They don't like me enough. This major would probably trade with me. Engage in trade. Would these guys survive somehow? Send some spies in so we can find out. Find where the current borders are. Figure out if it's even worth trying to get involved. Because we do have the capacity to build roads if we need roads, so the fact that the road networks go through other majors is maybe not a reason to not get involved. Okay, so looking at the time, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the cut for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube and want to see more, there'll be another part up tomorrow. I am planning on recording 6 to 7 sessions, 6 to 7 YouTube videos today. And I believe I just finished up the 4th one, so if you're interested in seeing more, there will probably be more up. And I hope you all have a good time until the next video. Catch you all later.